Hey guys, I decided I'd wear a fun shirt today. I hope everyone's doing well and staying safe during the quarantine, the coronavirus quarantine thing. I don't know why my shirt looks like it's like lopsided, but I'm holding the camera steady as I can. Anyways, and I thought I'd do a movie review because I haven't done those in a while, and I haven't made a YouTube video in a while because I don't have a lot of subscribers. So, but it's fun and I like doing this. And I made a background for my channel if you can see it right there. It's the triangular looking things. These are my geodes. They're just kind of chilling out there, rocking out. Sorry, that was a really lame joke. I tell corny jokes when I get nervous. Anyways, so yeah, that's something I drew. I was thinking about the carnival when I drew it, and it's completely unrelated to this video. It's actually a movie review. And I noticed a lot of YouTubers have really cool looking backgrounds, so I wanted mine to look really super cool too. So I drew that for this, my background. In the future, I'm gonna probably get like bigger paper, like a poster board or something. Where are you guys getting your backgrounds? Because they're really awesome and really cool, and I just have little like sketchbooks in my house. And I don't have anything that big, you guys. So cut me some slack, okay? Anyways, this is not about art, but this is about, well, it's kind of about art. If you view like filmmaking as an art and movie reviews, I guess. Well, movie reviews aren't really an art. But I love this shirt, by the way. Sorry, I just like if I haven't worn it in a while, and I thought I'd wear it around the house because why not? You know what I mean? Got the Cubs poster in the background. So yeah, and I've got some flowers back there. A little dresser. Oh, it's kind of tall. It's not really little. Anyways, besides the point. Hi. Yeah, it's been a while. I know. I've been kind of depressed, so I haven't been making videos. And when you get depressed, you don't feel like doing much. So that's where I've been lately. And then the quarantine happened, the coronavirus, so that kind of threw me back a bit. And I didn't know what to do with myself because I'm not used to. Well, I kind of am used to having free time. But you know what I mean? Like, because the things are shut down and you can't go to the movies anymore, really, because they're probably closed too, because they're not essential. Anyways, well, movies, I love movies ever since I was very young. I love, like, horror movies, and I decided, recently on YouTube, I watched some scary movies recently. There was one called The Tooth Fairy. It's about a tooth fairy, and I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny, because, like, there's not supposed to be a comedy, but the tooth fairy was like pulling the teeth out of this kid, and I was just like, wow, like that. He's not even trying to be like suspenseful. He's just going right for it, right for the jugular. I guess he's not even like. Well, it is kind of suspenseful, but I mean in a different way. But I'm like, well, that's kind of I didn't like that movie, so I'm like, I don't want to do a review of it. And then I saw this other movie about two joggers in the woods, and I'm like, okay, I hate jogging. I'm not gonna do that one. No kidding. Well, actually, I do hate jogging, but I'm like, it was kind of lame. And then he ends up ditching her twice, and she gets mad at him, and I'm like, this isn't a movie, this is a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Oh, anyway, sorry. I didn't expect to make that joke. I don't know why I just made it. Anyways, so yeah, I guess that's really a bad relationship then if he ditches you twice. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. Then I saw this other scary movie and it wasn't that good, so I decided not to do a movie review on it. And I really didn't want to like go into a movie that I didn't like. I really enjoyed this movie. The director's name I don't remember, but I'll leave it down in the comments below, or you can look it up. You can look it up. You're smart, right? Okay, like I trust you. You're probably smart. Okay. You know like how to Google, and you know what Internet Movie Database is. So I'm gonna just trust you to go on there and look up the director if you want, because I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I just don't feel like doing it, so I'm not gonna do it. Okay, back to what I was saying. So it's called Inhuman Resources, and I usually don't like gory, scary movies, but this movie actually was very suspenseful. It was probably like one of the most original suspenseful horror movies I've seen in a long time. And like it's not like now it's like probably one of my favorite horror movies because it's all about like um it's kind of about like perception, like different people's kind of like perceptions or points of view, and how that can be like misinterpreted. I don't want to go into details because I don't want to like include like major spoilers for you in case you want to see it, because I really like this movie. And if you don't like gory movies, because there's like some gory parts in this that like I had to stop and like take a break and like drink some water during it, because I'm like, okay, like I'm not usually one for. Ironically, 13 Ghosts is one of my favorite scary movies, and that was kind of gory too. But this one is like has a little bit of comedy in it, but the comedy is very it's used sparingly, and so I'm like, okay, so I'm watching it and I'm like, okay, and so far I'm not really digging it, but they kind of go right into the action, and I kind of like that, like, you know what I mean? I like stories and I like movies that they don't like just like tell you like there's this book called The Yellow Wallpaper, I think, and it goes into detail about like the person's inside of their house or something, and it goes into detail about that instead of getting to like the actual meat of the story, and I'm just like I just could not stand it because I like stories that just go right to the action. They don't leave you like, well, it leaves you guessing, yes, because there wouldn't be a good movie if it didn't leave you in suspense or guessing or questioning what was going to happen next, you know what I'm saying? So, but this movie, I liked how it didn't really waste a long time. It wasn't like drawn out like on one of Dean Koontz's books. It was like set in the forest. I read it like not recently, but I have it. I meant to throw it out and then I lost it. So I guess joke's on me, right? Anyways, so now I have a book I don't like and I still have it and I can't find it to throw it away. So I guess that's irony for you. Anyways, so just I was trying to like add some humor into this video because I had a really like kind of boring day. Okay, this is and comedy is getting me through it. Okay, so anyways, so I like books and stories that get right to the storyline and like the characters. There is some character development, like you get some background of like one of the main characters, which I really liked because then it makes you like sympathize more with the main character, who's a female. And spoiler alert, I'm just gonna say there's gonna be a little bit of spoilers in this video. She's a stripper, but 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 they don't actually show her stripping, so it's done tastefully. And I'm not dissing strippers. I guess that was kind of like a backhanded compliment to strippers, but I could never do it though. So like I guess it's just my own kind of personal vendetta I guess I have against that career path. I guess that's why I made that joke. It's nothing personal against strippers. I don't know any strippers, so I can't say how strippers are like off the pole. So I'm just gonna leave it at there. That okay. I'm not gonna say anymore. I don't want to like put my foot in my mouth or anything. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. I went off on a tangent there. Ooh, okay. So, and I liked how that was done. Like, it didn't actually show the strip club. It didn't show her stripping. To you just kind of like figure out she's a stripper. She happens to be a stripper, but she's also smart. And not that strippers aren't smart. I'm really watching my words carefully now, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. Like, you know how like when you think of strippers, you don't really think of like, you know what I mean? You think of like, you think and like it's not okay. I'm not gonna say anything else about that. I'm getting off topic. This is not what it's about. Stripping isn't about this video. Okay, so, but it was done in a way where like she like in some scary movies the person's like, oh, I heard a noise, let's go check it out, let's split up, and then right away you know, okay, something bad's gonna happen. Why are they doing that? They're so stupid. But in this movie it's kind of done more like, I don't want to say tastefully, but I kind of don't. Like, in a gory way, it's done tastefully. Like, it's, the characters seem more, some of the characters are more, like, it makes the characters think more, use their brains more, and I'm not used to seeing that in, like, a scary movie. You don't usually see the characters, like, really, like, use their brains. Not that all scary movies are like that, but I know some bad scary movies in the past I've seen, I don't like that part of the scary movies where they make it too easy to make, like, a dumb character, like, a very dumb character as like one of the main characters, and the person hardly uses their brain to get out of the situation, and it makes you not sympathize with that character at all, and it makes you like not sympathize with the bad guy either, but like, you know what I mean, it doesn't like draw you in more to the story. But at least in this movie, Inhuman Resources, it draws you in more to the actual storyline, which I really liked. And like in 13 Ghosts, that was really cool too. Anyways, so, and it's like, it's a twisted movie, so don't watch it if you're like faint of heart or you don't like gory stuff, because there are some really gory scenes in this movie. It's on YouTube full as of now. Hopefully they still keep it up, but it's really good. I forget what the rating was, but maybe PG-13 or rated R. But it is like, there was one funny moment in the movie that I can tell you that I kind of laughed at, and then there's another part that I laughed uncomfortably at. And sometimes I laugh when I'm nervous too or uncomfortable. So anyways, I liked the characters, like, they didn't go too much into the characters' backstories, like, about each individual, because I feel like if they would have done that, it would have taken away more from the film, and it lost, like, the main focus on, like, the bad guy of the film, you know what I'm saying? Because it's told kind of, like, from his perspective, and it's really interesting to see a scary movie do that, because you don't usually see a horror movie told from, like, the bad guy's perspective, really, unless Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I guess, but not really, because it's kind of told from, like, a omniscient, like, person, like, third party person, like, to, like, retelling the story, so I guess not. But anyways, that was a gory movie too. I didn't like it because it was based on a true story. But anyways, but this is kind of like a realistic, Inhuman Resources is kind of realistic scary story, which makes it more scary. Because, like, one of the main characters, like, well, I guess when I was watching it, I'm like, oh, the bad guy's probably a psychopath. And I ended up being right. But then, there's a major twist in the movie that really got me. And I was like, oh, that was good how they did that. It's kind of silly how they did that. And you don't expect how they did that, but, like, it goes to show you the way, like, your perception influences your reality, and I like that. It was kind of, like, philosophical in a way, like a philosophical scary movie. And I mean, I've seen, like, You Can't Kill Stephen King. That's, like, another scary movie where they just include, like, Stephen King references, which I thought was really cool how they did that. It's very original, and I mean, using someone else's work, kind of, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it was original for, like, a scary movie, because usually in scary movies, it's like, oh, guy, like, attacks people try to get away, there's a a few dumb characters in there, and then they hear a noise, and you know what I mean. It's predictable, but in this movie it's less predictable, and that's what I really liked about it too. I didn't like the gore. I wish they would have done less, but I mean, whatever. I'm not a filmmaker, so, but I have an opinion, so I like to say my opinion sometimes, like, and I love movies, so this was a movie I really liked, and I would probably recommend it to, like, horror fans if you really like scary movies or you're very bored or something. But like I said, this isn't for the faint of heart, so don't watch it if you have a weak stomach, because there's a lot of gore and blood in it. But like, the suspense, they really draw it out. Like, I was, like, on the seat edge of my couch, like, oh my gosh, and I almost fell off. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I cannot, like, believe this is getting really good. Like, good, like, suspenseful scary, you know? And just when you think she's gonna get caught, she's not. And that's not, like, the bad guy, but, like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, and there's, like, oh my gosh, it was just one of the best scary movies I've seen in a long time, and I want to tell you about it. I don't want to make this video too long, by the way, because you probably have better stuff to do than binge YouTube videos, but that's what I've been doing lately. I've been binging Family Guy and stuff, and different videos. I had some sugar today and soda, so I'm kind of hyper while I'm making this video, so I'm kind of talking fast. Sorry about that. So if you want to rewind it and go back, that's fine, whatever. I'll still be here, because it's, like, you know, I'm on camera or whatever. But, so yeah, this was one of, like, the best scary movies I've seen in a long time. Inhuman Resources, and I don't think it gets the attention it kind of deserves, because they do this really cool thing, that, like, the very cool twist you don't expect, kind of like in 13 Ghosts, except it's, like, a different kind of twist. But, like, it has to deal with, like, the bad guy. The twist has to deal with, like, the bad guy character, and you don't see it coming, and you're just, when you think you know what's gonna happen, something else happens, and you're like, oh no, and then you're like, oh no, and then you feel really bad for the stripper, and you're like, oh my gosh, that, like, now she has to, like, oh my gosh, and she does, there's a lot of thinking in this movie from, like, the main characters, so I like that aspect of it too. Yeah, I just feel like there's, like, more logic put into this horror film compared to some other horror films I've seen. The special effects are really good. Like I said, it's kind of, like, intense at some moments and gory, and I repeat myself sometimes. Sorry about that. Anyways, but it's a movie I really like, and I hope you like it too, and it's still on YouTube, I believe. It's called Inhuman Resources, and I don't know the main cast. You can look it up, and I forgot who the director was. You can look it up, because I'm not going to, because I forgot to do that while I was making this video. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, I just want to, like, oh my god, I'm so excited about this movie. Like, and the ending was, like, unexpected too. And then at the end, you think something, then there's another kind of twist at the end, but it was kind of a minor twist. And then, like, there's kind of, like, inner growth, like, between, like, one of the main characters that I kind of liked, because you don't really see that often in movies, like, the growth, but, like, you have more respect for one of the main characters if they go through, like, a personal journey, or, like, personal obstacle, or they get through a personal growth, or whatever, like, inner strength and stuff, and the movie and stuff, and it makes you, like, root for them more, and want them to get out. and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just really awesome. Okay, I don't want to spill too much. What else do I want to talk about this movie? The effects are really good. Like, this is unlike any movie I've seen in a while. I saw this other movie it's called From Beneath or From Below or something, and it's about this guy that her and her boyfriend go like on a camping trip or something to a cabin, and he gets infected and he turns evil, and then she has to try to get away from her boyfriend. So I'm like, oh, that sucks, you know? And I'm like, I don't like this scary movie. I don't want to review that movie. So I decided to do this one. So yeah, I hope you like my shirt. I hope you like my drawing I drew over there. I just used colored pencils, not crayons, because you know crayons are, you know what I mean, drawing with them. Even when I was little, drawing with crayons would always like tick me off because I'd break them because I'd be drawing too hard. Because I guess like I would draw angrily, passive aggressively. I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, so I hope you go watch the movie. It's really good. I don't want to get into the spoilers too much because I don't want to ruin the movie for you. Oh my gosh, and like, it blew me away. The special effects blew me away. This twist and the suspense in the entire movie really blew me away and impressed me to like a next level. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I want to watch more scary movies now. And they kind of let me down, like the ones I've seen after this, because I keep comparing it to like the good movies I've seen. But I'm just like, I have like respect for this one because it's actually like, it's not realistic, but there's like a part of it that can be like someone convicted of a crime, but I don't want to go into detail about that either because I don't want to ruin it for you either. But basically, a guy is convicted of a crime, but he keeps he's like adamant that he didn't actually do it. So basically, it's him trying to convince the others that he's innocent actually and not guilty. But then it's like kind of like twist. There's like a twist in there too, and it's kind of, gets you thinking about like crime, and it gets you thinking about like psychopaths and how they really work, and like, you know, and like, and the things like people do when they're at their wits end, like they can drive people crazy. That's kind of the main themes I got in the movie. You know, like you never know what people do when they're in that really desperate situation, and it's just kind of scary, like how how someone can just totally affect someone else's life so easily, and that's like a realistic element of the movie. And I just really liked it. I just wanted to ramble on about it a bit more, but this is almost 20 minutes long, and I don't want to make it that long. So anyway, I hope you watch the movie. It's called Inhuman Resources. It's on YouTube. Oh, I really liked it. Like, hang in there, because at first I thought about turning it off, but I watched it till the very end, and then I was like amazed, like at how they did the special effects and everything. I was like the character development, and they didn't go into too much detail. Like I said, there's really tense moments of the film, and just really like, oh my gosh, like some of the really gory moments too. But anyways, I hope you enjoy the film. And so yeah, and it gets you thinking about different things when you watch it. So I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully you like this video. I'll probably do more videos. I might make more movie reviews on here. Hopefully you're staying safe and sexy during the quarantine. Have an awesome day.